Welcome to the very first ever broadcast of Sewing Report Live, and I thought I would kick things off by unboxing a YouTube 100,000 subscriber silver play button award for my other channel, on a channel with basically 0 subscribers. If you are new here, I'm Jen and I host another channel called The Sewing Report. I've been doing the Sewing Report for 7 years and it's been a lot of hard work. And recently I crossed the 100,000 subscriber milestone, and YouTube sends awards for certain thresholds. So I just got this a couple of days ago. I've been waiting to unbox it live for you here. And recently I did decide to take a little bit of a different direction with the channel and separate the live streams out into this new channel, which is what you're seeing here. So here's what we're going to be doing. First, we will just be getting right into it and unboxing the silver play button. And then I'll be sharing a little bit about my vision for Sewing Report Live. And then towards the end, we will be taking comments, questions, and checking out the chat. So I realize I'm probably broadcasting right now to like nobody, and that's okay, because I fully realize this channel is something I'm going to need to be growing and posting on. So welcome if this is your first time here and you're like, what the heck is going on? So, all right. And I have upgraded some equipment. So what we have going on here is a multi-camera situation. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got multi-camera stuff going on here. So we'll just kind of get right into it. So YouTube sends this out. They send different awards out. Sorry, I got like a hair in my face here. They send out different awards. The first one you get is when you reach 100,000 subscribers. For some channels, this happens really quickly. For others, it happens on a slightly slower timeline, like me. I've been doing this channel since 2016. In fact, I started it 7 years ago this month. So it's been pretty much exactly 7 years. And I actually got this award in the mail 7 years to the day that I started the Sewing Report, which was Valentine's Day of 2016, so February 14th. So, all right, I've blanked out my personal info. I've got my box cutter here, and we're just going to go at it here and see what this looks like. All right. Yeah, and I don't even know. Let's see how many people are watching. All right, we have 1 viewer. So making dreams come true. You are officially, all right, well, what the heck? We'll just throw up a comment now. You are officially the very first live viewer of Sewing Report Live. So thank you for that. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what making dreams come true. Because you are the first viewer of this new channel, if you want to contact me on Instagram, so DM me on Instagram and I will give you a coupon code for the Sewing Report Etsy shop just as a thank you. So I'd like to give you a special coupon code just for you for this honor. So Linda, DM me on Instagram at Sewing Report, hit me up, and I will, after this show is over, I will make a special coupon code for you just as a thank you if you'd like to shop at the Sewing Report Etsy shop. All right, which is something else I do. All right, so let's get right into the unboxing. Oh, there's another thing I gotta unhook. Okay, so, all right, ooh. All right, so we'll get right to the actual event, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Sewing Report Live channel. Oh my gosh. All right, we got a letter from Susan Wojcicki. I'm never sure how to pronounce her name, to be honest with you. So she actually literally just stepped down as the CEO of YouTube. So this must have been sent out right before that. You got a little piece of foam. So this came from, maybe I can use this for a craft project. I don't know. So yes, for the viewers watching, or if you're watching this later, hey, whatever. All right. This is like a super, all right, this paper is like crazy thick. All right, so let's, ooh. All right, we also got a card. All right, so the company that makes these awards are called Society Awards, and it says, This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. If your award was damaged during shipping or if you have any questions, please contact us. And I actually already did because I've ordered a few duplicates of this because I want to have more than one. All right, so let's read the letter. Some 100,000 subscribers. Just how far have you come? If each of your subscribers were a light year, they would take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. And it's why today we're so excited to celebrate your special YouTube journey with you. Not only have you brought a unique voice and style to the world, you've also created valuable connections and built a community along the way. In that spirit, YouTube is proud to present you with the Silver Creator Award, which celebrates your hard work and incredible achievement. Congratulations on this amazing milestone, just one of many that we hope will follow in the future. After all, there are countless others out there who have yet to discover your passion and dedication. Whether they have come to your channel to learn something new or just for a laugh, a whole new audience is waiting for you to inspire them just as your growing community continues to inspire you. We can't wait to see what you do next and we'll be with you every step of the way. Yours sincerely, Susan Wojcicki, CEO of YouTube. Now, this is like a computer generized signature. This is not actually, you can tell it's, again, nice sentiment. She didn't actually like sign this. This is a printout, but I'm telling you guys, this paper is like ridiculously thick. All right, here's the actual award. Everything seems all right with it. It doesn't seem to be like damaged or anything. All right. Oh, and there's also, okay. Yeah, so here's the other thing. You can, if you do get these awards, you can actually purchase additional ones. Share the recognition by allowing your team to purchase a personalized creator award. All right, let's open this up. How packaged really nicely. Okay, a little bit of lint on it. Let me just blow it off. All right, and here it is. Check it out. All right, let me switch it back to the main view here. All right. Here is the YouTube Silver Play Button Award. So I was wondering what this would be like in person. It is pretty thick. I think this is like aluminum or something. And it does have like some hanging things on the back. So you could definitely hang this up. So it makes it easy for that. You could also put this in a larger frame, I suppose. So I know it's kind of hard to see with like the reflection and stuff. But let's see. All right, I'm going to get this out of the way, and then you should be able to see it a little bit better. All right, let me just box this up. Okay. Actually, we'll just I don't think I'll need the plastic, so we'll just throw that away. All right, so we got this guy. We'll put the foam away. Okay. The letter. All right, let's get this out of the way, and then we will look at the award closely. All right, we're up to 2 viewers. Big day here at the Sewing Report. Well, I knew this was going to happen just because this is like a new channel, so I'm not like at all surprised. All right, so what do you guys think about the multi-camera situation for the 2 people watching? Pretty dope, huh? All right, here we go. I'm trying to get this like lined up. All right, so this is what a YouTube Silver Play Button looks like. Actually, all right, let's bring this a little closer. Yeah, and this is kind of cool because you can see like this is my overhead camera right here. So you can see that. That's actually pretty nifty. All right, but look at, if you get up closer, you can see it says it's got engraved with the Sewing Report. I'm trying to see that. Okay, here we go. All right, now I think you can see this a little bit better. For passing 100,000 subscribers, it's got the YouTube logo on it in white. This is so awesome though. I've always wanted this, like, so I can't believe this is happening. Like, I can't believe this is here. So, and the reason I wanted to unbox this live is because I don't feel like this is just my award. I feel like this is our award because obviously it wouldn't be here without the 100,000 subscribers, which is you. So I'm really excited. And yeah, this is so cool. Yes, I love this. It's engraved, yeah, engraved in white. Now the awards used to look different. Like you used to get them in like a frame and it had like more like a 3D out kind of play button. This is kind of like it's got like a mirror. So this is definitely like inset, if you can kind of see. Yeah, so see here. So it's kind of a recessed mirror play button, and then this aluminum part is raised. So the award itself is super cool. All right. So here it is, guys. And I want to say thank you, because you made this possible. You watching, you subscribing, you leaving comments, you supporting me throughout the years, shopping at the Etsy store. This wouldn't be possible without you. So thank you. Like, deeply, I just want to say thank you. This is so freaking cool. And here's the thing, I don't want to just stop here. I'm fully dedicated to growing these channels. Like, I'm willing to put in the work. Obviously, I'll be here, you know, as long as I physically can. So this is just, I don't see this as like kind of the end of the journey or the end of the road. I really see this as the beginning. And I feel like this is totally awesome, but I also feel like this is hopefully just the start. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm really excited about the new direction, and just the sort of the guidance I received recently. So if you're not familiar, I did a video on my main channel called How I've Been Destroying This YouTube Channel, and it was not clickbait. It was totally for real, but I got some really good insight into what I need to do to make these channels better. All right, so all right. Yes. Oh, so cool. And after I think I'm done, I will take some photos and stuff, and I'll probably post something on Instagram. I haven't been super active on Instagram lately, but hey, it is what it is. But oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, I ordered extras. I'm going to be displaying one, maybe like in the backdrop here. I'm going to be storing one, and then I'm actually going to give one to my husband. He actually has helped me out a lot and been supportive over the years. So he's going to get one, and then the other one, yeah, I don't know. So I ordered like 3 more of these. They are pretty expensive, but I thought it would be worth it. So I went ahead and did it. So what you're seeing now is kind of a new setup. So we built my husband built a new computer specifically for streaming, because I really want to get more into streaming. I really like the live element of broadcasting. I love the in the moment stuff. I love the chat. I love just kind of the format. So I think sticking to just edited videos for me was very limiting, and I want to find a way to make both things possible. So hopefully we can get there. All right, let me switch this back. All right, so here we are. Oh, okay, so let's talk a little bit more about what this is, because you're probably like, all right, Jen, you already have the sewing report. You just hit 100,000 subscribers on there. Why are you diverting your attention, and why are you doing yet another channel? If you're kind of new here, I've had so many YouTube channels over the years. I've had a couple I've tried in like totally different niches that just didn't work out. I also have another channel called Jen Talks Forever, which I've decided is going to be a handbag channel, which I realize is kind of strange, but it's something else I like to do. I'm probably not going to post there as much. I also freelance for a real estate agent, so I do videos for that. So there just a lot of different directions. My husband has a channel. And believe it or not, I actually have a sleeper channel that nobody knows about for my rabbit, which is something where I just post like kind of like rando videos of my bunny, which I've never like promoted it here or anything. I just kind of do it just because I think my rabbit's cute, and you know, I'll just post random videos of her whenever I can. So welcome if this is your first time. You can get to know me a little bit more on the Sewing Report channel. I have over 500 videos on there, And this channel literally is starting today. So here is what I want to say about what this channel will be. So the Sewing Report main channel will be just edited videos. They're probably not going to be like super long, because I think anything, definitely not over a half an hour over on the Sewing Report main channel. These videos are probably going to be more in the neighborhood of like 10 to 20 minutes at the longest. And then anything live I do will be here, which is why I called the channel Sewing Report Live. So I used to do a lot of stuff like that over on the main channel. Like I would interview people, I would do live streams talking about different topics, news within the sewing and crafting community, live streams just kind of chatting. They were a little more casual. But recently I did a consultation with someone who worked at YouTube for a very long time in content strategy. And I was advised that the live streams were really killing that main channel. So I was like, oh, well, because this is after I had just invested some money in all of this new equipment. And I was like, well, that's kind of a bummer, because I told the guy, I was like, look, I really like doing live streams. I also have some ideas for some live programming I really want to experiment with, because I just want to keep evolving with the type of content I'm putting out here. So I told him my idea, and I was like, well, what do you think about that? He's like, that could work. He's like, but I hate to say this, but you really can't do that on the same channel. So I was like, all right, well then I'll literally start fresh and do another channel for that stuff. So we're gonna see how this goes. So thank you for being here. I know even before this live stream, I got about 140 subscribers, which was awesome. So that was really cool. So what's going to happen moving forward, yes, so all of the videos on the main Sewing Report channel will not be live. So there'll be nothing live over there. Over here, it'll be kind of more like anything goes. So I tried to fill out like the about section on this channel pretty accurately. This is going to be news up, like kind of, you know, the original idea for Sewing Report was to kind of be like a newsy channel. That definitely kind of didn't end up happening, but I'd like to do that a little bit. Like, so any videos like the Craftsy videos, the Cricut videos, if those were what you came here for, that stuff, or anything about the industry or my thoughts on business, that stuff will be over here. I will be doing some live sewing and live making stuff over here. Those streams will be pretty long. So that's one of the feedback, that's one of the main points of feedback I got on that video I did, was that a lot of people just felt like the live streams were just, you know, they didn't want to watch 3 hours or whatever, which I totally understand. So that's why I decided to separate out those formats, because they are such different viewing experiences for you, and I understand that. And I really want to make sure that I'm not doing anything to hurt the performance on that main channel, but I also want to try this. So this is totally experimental. I really don't know how it's gonna go. I'm not monetized over here, so I'm kind of going out on a limb here too, because I'm going to be creating content on a channel that literally makes no money. So if you're watching this, I would greatly appreciate a subscribe if you would like to see that type of content. I also hope to do some live interviews over here, talk to other people in the community. So I have some plans for this channel. The other thing I really want to do is I really want to try to make things in real time over here. I think that would be awesome, like do some sewing projects. And that's why I wanted the multi-camera, more elaborate setup, is because I didn't feel like I could do it very well, obviously with only one camera and one camera angle. So if I am making things live over here, there will be dedicated cameras for each shot, so you can actually see what's going on. So there will be an overhead shot. There will be a sewing machine camera, so you will be able to see everything that's going on. So that's why I really wanted to build we decided to build the new computer so that we could do that, and so that it could, you can see all this stuff in the shot. so that you could be able to see everything pretty clearly, and that, you know, it was, the production level was there. So that's what I have planned for this channel. Let me know what you think, what you'd like to see me do live. Would you like to see, and that's the thing, so if I'm sewing a project live, I want this to be casual. I want this to be fun. I want it to be something you can kind of drop in and out of. Like if I'm streaming for 6 hours, obviously I'm not like everybody has to watch for 6 hours. You can kind of, you know, tune in whenever you want for as long as you have. Just have some fun. You know, we might do some, I'd like to have it be a little more chatty. So if you want more of a casual, informal vibe, that's what this is mostly going to be. So that's Sewing Report Live, and I thought maybe to try to entice people to come over here, I would unbox this cool award from YouTube. So welcome everyone. All right, we got 3 people now. All right, so let's take some time to read the comments. Yes, and Linda, making new dreams come true, please reach out on Instagram. After this is over, I will make you a very nice coupon code for the Sewing Report shop if you'd like to, if you need to pick up some sewing supplies. All right, so we've got Krabby Dragon. Congratulations, Jen. You've worked hard for this. The award looks shiny and pretty. Nice with the multi-camera. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so you're asking me, making new dreams come true. The split screen is actually, so I have this software I use called StreamYard, and I'm able to it's a pretty cool web-based streaming software. You don't have to download anything. Your guests don't have to download anything. So this enables me to have guests. This is the best way I found to have remote guests. It also allows me to put up the comments like this, and you can change around a lot of things about the format. So it gives me that little lower third that says Janet Sewing Report. It puts the logo on it. You can change you can change up your shots. So this gives me, the 2 shots. You can also have this format. So there's a lot of different things you can do. All right, here we go. And if I have a guest, it makes things really easy too. So this is a really great software. My plans though, so I got this, I have this piece of hardware in the computer called an Elgato CamLink Pro, and allowed me to do HDMI inputs from all of my cameras. So I can do up to 4, so I can have up to 4 cameras going. But I think down the road, I'm going to have to make a few more changes. So I think I'm going to buy this device called a Stream Deck. And it basically, and then I'm going to use also a free software called OBS. And I'm still going to use StreamYard. And I'm going to use that to punch from camera to camera and change up the format and everything. And hopefully have some really cool effects and some different prompts to make the live streams fun. So right now I am planning to, I would really love to be able to hey, we're going to make this project today. It might take 6 hours and I do the whole thing live, take your comments, read the chat, have different camera angles so you can, see me pressing the item, sewing the item, cutting fabric, and really having a good production level, but also doing it live. And it's pretty tough. Yeah, I could use, maybe if I get bigger, I can have a producer. We'll see. But I'd love to be able to stream. I really enjoy streaming, so I'd love to be able to stream for hours at a time. Hang out, you can see me drink coffee. We can, hang. I've also, weirdly, this microphone, and also with the microphone I have on, I'm not it's not wireless, so I can actually walk around and stuff and still, it won't drop out or anything. So I feel like I have a lot of flexibility and freedom with this setup. I can go to the kitchen, still talk to you. I can walk over to the sewing machine. So I will be getting that set up over the next month or so, is trying to work out this setup. Also, I can jump on this channel. If there's something happening news-wise with the sewing community or with something new coming out, I can just jump on here, turn on the camera and just do a and just do a live stream. And I think that'll be cool. And I won't have to worry about it harming the main channel's performance because hopefully everyone over here subscribe because they are down for the live format. So, all right. Let's read some comments. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Oh. All right. Chronic Crafter is here. Welcome. We literally have 3 viewers right now. This is a very humbling experience, by the way. So but it's awesome. I'm glad the 3 people here are obviously you want to be here and spend your Sunday with me. Kudos to your husband. Yeah, he's helped me a lot. He has his own channel too. So, yeah, I really like doing interviews, and I would love to do more of those. All right. Thank you to all the and I believe, everyone here, the 3 people, you're all chatting, so thank you for that. All right, we've got 5 viewers now. We are up to 5 live viewers. And if you are joining a little bit late, this is something I do all the time. You can always just kind of rewind to the beginning and just be a little bit behind if you want to see the unboxing of the play button. All right, yes, I will share J-Hop's channel. So the J-Hop's channel is called Rabito Banana. So rabbit with an O, banana, I don't know, it's just my nickname for her. And I post like videos of her doing random stuff. They're like really not edited at all. It's just like, hey, she was eating lettuce. This is cute. I'll just post that. It's a very low effort. It's a very low effort production over there. But that's kind of why I just wanted to see, if people would watch my bunny because I think she's cute. So, and she really is cute. Okay. All right, 3 is better than 0. 3 is definitely better than 0 for sure. Heck, any viewers are better than 0. 5, yes, we got 5 live viewers. Thank you to all 5 people who are here. I really appreciate everyone. And yeah, we're just hanging out. We unboxed the play button live, and I'm sharing my plans for this. Yeah, this is because of the mirrored material. It's kind of hard to look at this look at this reflect. Okay, you can sort of see it well here. Let me get a little close. Hold on a second. If you're just joining in, all right, here we go. Yeah, now you can see my overhead camera too, so that's actually kind of cool. All right, here is the award from YouTube. And we have a new multi-camera setup here. So I wanted to show that off today because it's fun. All right. 7 years, countless hours, lots of tears just for this moment. So I'm so excited. And yeah, I really did no prep for the show today. I wanted this to be the very first live stream, but there's also a couple other newsy things going on that I'm hoping to do other live streams on over the next couple weeks or so. But so on this channel, all of the news type content that I did on the main Sewing Report channel, that will be over here. So if you like that type of thing, maybe I could talk about everything going on that's new. And I kind of want to try a couple different types of live shows over here. Like maybe one day where I make something live, and then another day where we go over news of the week or something. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the chat or in the comments. Because people really we do want to know what's going on with the sewing community and with the maker community. And there really aren't a lot of outlets that do that. And I haven't seen a lot of YouTube channels that specifically do that. But as I was advised, I'm trying not to mix as much the edited videos with stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to move it over to a new channel. We'll experiment with it and just, see how this goes. See if I can, grow this channel and have it be a little bit the type of content. Basically, I'm just sort of pivoting the channels to try to keep the main channel just for edited videos about about sewing and everything, and then this channel will be more there'll be a little bit more variety, interviews, that kind of thing, live. And my thought is that, say I do a 6-hour live stream and I'm making a sewing project, I could then take that footage from the live stream and then cut that down to like a 10-minute video, like a highlights clip for the Sewing Report main channel. That may work. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right, we are up to 7 viewers. Thank you for joining me here on the Sewing Report Live. We got 7 people here, and we've got, let me see how many subscribers we have now. Let's see here. All right, we are up to, all right, we're at 141 subscribers on this channel. So that's super exciting. All right, read some more chats. I appreciated all your coverage of the Cricut drama. I was considering getting one, but I decided to just keep watching your reports on what's happening in the industry. I really appreciate that, Krabby Dragon, because, you know, well, here's the thing with like the whole influencer community and being a content creator is that there, especially in the niche of sewing and crafting, to begin with, there aren't that many sponsors. There really are not. Cricut is probably one of the only ones that I've heard pays decently, although I was offered like a $100 Joann gift card to do a Joann/Cricut thing, and I didn't do it, obviously. But if you have a channel like mine and you are kind of pissing off certain people, you're probably not going to get a lot of sponsorship offers, and I don't. But so doing that type of content comes at the expense of being like advertiser friendly. So that's something I've had to really grapple with over the years. If I just did positive content about all of these companies and about, you know, everything within the sewing community, I might be able to, you know, I probably get more companies that want to approach me about sponsorships and stuff. I still get some, but I get like really bad offers. But that's the thing, doing actual reporting on the industry is going to make you less marketable in that sense. So I've had to rely more, unfortunately, more on the YouTube AdSense money, more on the Etsy shop, more on my freelancing stuff, just because, you know, I know that, you know, I don't want to be beholden to sponsors on this channel or on my main channel, because I already know that it would be very limiting for me content-wise. So that's something, you know, I've had to keep in mind, and I've yet to find really any sponsor that's a good fit for the Sewing Report. I'm not ruling it out, but at the same time, I just haven't found any companies that I think are a good fit for me to work with. So certainly that means less money. So that's why you know, so when I did this consultation with the ex-YouTube employee, I want to grow both of these channels, and I want both of these to, you know, I'm more interested in growing and getting more viewers and expanding the community and the viewership here than I personally am about like brand deals and stuff. So I want to do things my way. So we're gonna try this out. Welcome everyone coming. If you are watching and you missed like the unboxing part, skip to the beginning. Like you can kind of go back, like this is kind of a DVR type situation. You can go back and watch the beginning where I actually unbox the YouTube play button. So you can do that if you want to see that particular part. If you have questions about the channels, now is the time you can ask, or any comments or anything like that. We currently have 6 viewers on a channel with 141 subscribers, but I really would like to try to do different types of formats, and live stuff is something I'm really interested in, and I really want to try to expand for 2023, which, by the way, we will do a quick plug right now for today's sponsor, the Sewing Report Etsy shop. You can visit the Sewing Report Etsy shop for your sewing and quilting supplies needs. I've got lots of fabric bundles on sale. I also am de-stashing some stuff for my personal collection. I've been doing that. Lots of sales today. And oh, actually, I need to go back in because this fabric was on sale, and it must have the sales are set for, you can set it for like a certain date. So that expired. So these will be on sale again right after the show because I'm going to go back and do another sale. I've been doing the shop for I think about 2 years now. I curate everything in the shop. This is all stuff I like, stuff I use. And I like the Etsy shop because I have control over what I am presenting. So lots of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, this fabric should all be on sale. I got to go back in and we'll fix that. It was, I think I had this at 10% off, something like that. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we got some fabric bundles, lots of supplies. This Luxe Sparkle Vinyl, which is actually a really cool material to sew with and use for embroidery. Got lots of sewing supplies. Also, if you like these Stripe It Up zippers, these are, I believe, being discontinued. So the last of what I have is all I'm going to get. I know these zippers have been very popular. I love them. I do need to reorder these Sew Tights magnets. I know I'm kind of out of stock from those, so I need to order some new ones. But yeah, these are some of my favorite supplies. So I basically just bought my favorite stuff wholesale. That's pretty much what this shop is. I pick out fabrics that I like, stuff that I like and use. I do need to make something with this Wild Expedition fabric bundle too, because that is just such cool fabric. So, all right. Let's read some more comments. Okay, we got Rose Petals Upcycle. Thank you for being here. We're currently at six live viewers. I'm excited. But hey, this is a brand new channel, so I fully know that I'm going to have to grow this organically. And that's something it's actually kind of refreshing to start from zero. Like, it really is. All right, it's awesome to have a channel to watch that will give honest opinions about products and not just sing a brand's praises because they're getting paid in money or perks. Congratulations on the award. Thank you. That really means a lot to me, and that is why I've decided to have those policies for my own brand, is because I personally feel like the influencer marketing space is getting a little oversaturated, and even I as a viewer, I'm a little bit burned out on all the sponsored content I see. I feel like we've gone a little too far in the other direction, especially when it comes to reviews. If you're reviewing stuff, if I'm looking at it as a viewer and you say this is a sponsored video by the company that provided the product, or if you got it for free, again, this might be an unpopular opinion, but that makes me think less of the reviewed content. I'm just being real here. I understand that, especially in like the tech space, a lot of people just get things sent to them by the company. And I think there are some ways where that's not always bad. Like, if they just have a PR list and send a bunch of influencers free stuff all the time, but they don't put any stipulations on it, like they're not telling you to do a video on it, they're not telling you have to do a review on it. If they kind of send stuff to the influencer, no strings attached, I think that's probably the best case scenario. But if I'm looking for a review, especially if it's something that's expensive, I look for someone who's not sponsored and paid for the item themselves. In my opinion, those reviews will have the most weight for me as a viewer. All right, what do you think about the Coats and Clark thread? That seems to be the only one I have access to locally. I like the colors of thread you have on your site. Thank you. Coats and Clark thread for me has been okay. It's not my favorite though. I'm not really sure why. It's been okay. I have had some issues with some of their specialty thread. Just like I've tried some of their metallic thread and it like just broke. Like I got so many thread breaks. I personally found some of that stuff to be a little bit problematic. I would say my personal favorites for thread are, I like Aurifil thread for quilting is good. I also really like the Glide thread that I stock in the Etsy shop. That I've not had any issues with it. I've also used Madeira thread. That's okay. Again, I've personally had some issues with metallic thread, like the stuff with like the shimmer in it. Although the Sulky there's one called like Sulky Polystar, Sulky. That is kind of like, it's kind of a good, it's sort of like a good mixture of regular thread and metallic thread, and I found it stitched out very nice on the embroidery machine, so that has been a good thing for me. Yeah, it deteriorates after a while. I can kind of see that. And you know, I used to kind of just buy really cheap thread, and I've come to realize it's not worth it, and it is worthwhile to spend a little bit extra on a good quality thread. And also, I think some threads tend to be kind of finicky with certain sewing machines, so it may differ, kind of like your mileage may vary kind of thing. So it just may be different for different people. But I personally had really good experience with Sulky thread, Madeira thread, the Glide thread, which is a trilobal polyester, so it's like triangular, and Aurifil thread. Aurifil thread, though, it is cotton, so you might not want to use that for like clothing, but for quilting, it's great. I think a rayon thread can be really pretty. Obviously, it's a little more, I think, delicate than polyester thread, but I really do enjoy embroidering with it. But if you're watching live, or if you're watching on the replay, let me know what you think about my plans for Sewing Report Live. What else would you like to see here live? I just think it would be really fun to jump on and just chat about the latest. Like, I can report on like breaking news here. I can report on, you know, like I saw Joann is going to be they're doing a collab with Badgley Mishka, which will be kind of interesting. So they're going to be coming out with Badgley Mishka fabric available at Joann's. I've also talked about this a little bit on the main channel, but we've got that sewing pattern projector put out by Ditto Patterns that will be available at Joann's. That's like $800. I'd also like to react here maybe to like the newest sewing machines coming out, stuff like that. So we can talk about like the crazy expensive stuff that comes out. I can do more reaction. So this channel will be like a mix of like more like talking head type stuff like this, where it's me in front of the camera chatting about stuff. But I would also really like to, again, if I can get this all worked out, I'd love to be able to do very long live streams. Like, we're talking like 6 hours of making a sewing project in real time and sharing like very specific camera angles to show each step. And then later on, after the live stream is done, I can go through it and try to edit together like a highlight video of like making that item and putting that on the main Sewing Report channel, so that if someone wants to watch it live in real time, you can have that viewing experience. But if you want to watch if you don't have the time or the patience and you just want to watch a shorter edited version, you can do that too. What do you think about that idea? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. I just think that would be really fun. But yeah, so we're just hanging out. I'll read a few more comments if you have any. But what do you think about the live? Because I told that to the YouTube consultant. I was like, what do you think about doing like really long live streams where I'm making a project, but I have like specific camera angles? He wasn't really sure if that could work, but he could kind of see he could sort of see my vision for it. Because I've seen, there are a few people who do that. Like, there's a channel called So Live that she does that kind of thing. But I also want it to be like, kind of more like just, yeah, like chit-chatting, you know. I could eat lunch on camera, you know, do stuff like that. Also, while I'm making the project, we could talk about anything that's going on news-wise, so we could kind of have a chit-chat. I could turn the camera on and just talk about whatever, you know, anything that's going on. But also, like, the other thing, like, I personally like as a viewer of longer live streams is that I feel like it's a good opportunity for anyone to just jump in and join in. I've seen on a lot of live streams I watch that are very popular, like, the chat is where it's at. Like, people are kind of talking amongst themselves in the chat. And I kind of want a place people can go to just hang out, like kind of like a hangout room and chat with people, and also like kind of like marginally watch me do stuff in the background, whatever you want. But I've noticed like there's a big community going on with these live chats, and that's something I kind of want to help facilitate. But I love live stream. Like, they're a little like voyeuristic. Like, you can kind of just, you know, it's a little more like not ASMR, but like just sort of like you're spending the day with someone. Like, I just like that whole vibe. And I'd like to try to facilitate something along those lines. So that's sort of the plan. And that's the thing. With these long live streams, you don't have to watch it for all 6 hours. You know, if you have a lunch break, you could kind of just put that on while you're eating lunch, chat with other people in the sewing community, and just have fun. I'm like a weird person. I'm just going to be real. And this is where we can get a little freak. You know, I plan to get a little freaky deaky on this channel. You know, we're going to have some fun. I'm clearly crazy, so we can, I feel like this channel is the channel where we can kind of let loose. I can be a little bit more unfiltered, a little less polished, and just kind of be a little more myself, if that makes sense. So we will, yeah, so that's kind of my plans for this channel. I like the video you did on your thrift store haul. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I hadn't been to Goodwill in forever. Their prices, man, have gone. Goodwill pricing is not, it's harder to get a deal there, that's for sure. So yeah, if you liked the Cricut videos, if you liked the coverage about Craftsy, if you like the interviews, that will be going on here. And you'll hopefully get, you know, I just want to be, you know, I just like being here and chatting with everybody. So that's what we'll be doing here on the live channel and just having a good time. We'll be having, it'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be entertaining. And we'll be able to kind of, you know, let our hair down and just, you know, be ourselves. So if you like crazy, if you like freaky, Sewing Report Live, sometimes sometimes I can be a little unfiltered. We have 10 live viewers right now, which is exciting. And by the way, if you're joining late, you can skip to the beginning if you're like, well, she's not unboxing the play button. We did unbox the play button already, so if you would like to, this is like a DVR, you can like skip to the beginning and you can watch from the beginning. I tried to do it at the beginning. Oh, and here's another thing I want to talk about for the live stream format, because this is something I've noticed a lot about live streams. People will complain, they'll be like, well, you know, like they'll advertise one title and then they'll spend 10 minutes saying hi to everybody and doing small chit chat. When I do a live stream, I'm just going to get right into whatever the topic is. And then I'll be doing like more housekeeping announcements and chit chat, reading the live comments. I'll be doing that more towards the end. But I can understand for anyone watching on the replay, if I'm not like doing what it says in the title right away, I realize people are going to click off and they're going to be annoyed, which I totally understand. So if I'm doing something like that, like if we're going to be talking about a topic or a certain news story or anything like that, you know, if I say I'm starting at 3:30, right at 3:30 we'll get started, and then I'll go right into the topic, because I understand if you're watching on the replay, you're going to be really annoyed if I don't get to it until 20 minutes in. So the format will be doing the thing that's advertised right away. Then as the live stream goes on, you know, if someone wants to dip out after that, totally cool. If you want to stick around for chit chat, we can, you know, talk, we can have fun, read comments, talk about other stuff. We'll do that later on, but if I'm advertising something in the title and in the description of the live stream, I want to try to get to that right away. So that'll be the general format. So if you're not like, she's not reading my comments right away, we'll be doing that for the most part towards the end of the live stream, just because the viewing experience for someone live is also very different than someone watching it on the replay. And I want to try to make sure there's the least amount of friction as possible for viewers, because I understand, you know, you click on a live stream and they're like, oh, hi, Jenny, hi, Barbara, you know, hi, Leslie, or whatever. And then that person's gone because they're like, I'm not sticking around for that because I came to watch her talk about such and such, or I came to talk about this topic, or I just want to see what's going on. So yeah, this channel, we're going to get this is the channel that's going to be a little crazy. So if you want to hear like people said they really like hearing me talk about like business stuff, which some people really hate on the main channel. So if you want to hear me talk about like frustrations with business stuff or with like behind the scenes stuff, we'll do that over here. You know, I'll drink coffee. And you may not be aware, I've kind of stopped drinking alcohol for the most part, so I don't really drink anymore. But I do drink a ton of coffee, so we'll do that. Maybe, like, it would just be, I want this to be like a fun, informative, but also like kind of chaotic and, you know, kind of crazy channel that just does everything live. So that's what's going to be happening, and then we're going to be, I think if it makes sense, I'm going to still keep most of like the news content over here and just keep the main channel to like sewing projects, sewing machines, embroidery stuff. But if there's something I'm doing over here live and it makes sense, I might clip a portion or edit together a highlight like video and then post it on the main channel for those viewers that don't want to watch live stuff. So that's basically the plan for Sewing Report Live. We'll hang out for a little bit. I'm gonna make I really got to make a sandwich soon. I am hungry, guys. Also, my rabbit, man. All right, so my rabbit, her name is J-Hop. She's really quite spoiled, and I spend like half the day catering to her desires. So in the morning, I usually give, in the morning and in the evening, there's this product. It's basically Gatorade for rabbits. So I mix a little bit up with some water for her, and it's got banana flavoring. If you know anything about bunnies, bunnies go insane for bananas. They go bananas for bananas. So I gave her some of her banana water, as we call it. It's basically like a little powder. It's yellow. You mix a little water in it, and bunnies, they really like it. It's kind of like an appetite stimulant. It also gives them energy. It's got a little bit of sugar in it. And I started giving it to her a couple months ago because she seemed to be having I wasn't sure if something was going on with her. So I gave it to her today. She drank it all up. I don't give her too much. I give it to her in the morning and in the evening before I go to bed. So she drank all of the banana water. I refilled her dish. It's like a little ceramic dish. I refilled it with regular water. And then she just flipped the whole dish over and water went everywhere. So that was, I didn't even see her doing it. I just heard a plink, and then I'd filled it up pretty full, and literally water was all over the kitchen. So that was my morning. So I spent about an hour in the morning refilling her hay, giving her new water, giving her the banana water, you know, cleaning up some stuff, and then I give her she gets greens every day. So I give her like a few different types of lettuce and then some cilantro. So I have like a morning routine with the rabbit where we do that. At night we have another routine. So it's, you know, that's life with a rabbit. So you kind of spend like half your day just catering to the rabbit. It's pretty insane. So anyways, I'm probably going to wrap things up pretty soon. But thank you all for watching and making dreams come true. Don't forget to hit me up on Instagram, and I will give you a special coupon code. Also, for anyone who is shopping the Etsy store, there will be, I gotta fix this because a lot of this stuff should be on sale, but the sale just expired, so I need to redo it again. So a lot of this fabric will be on sale later today. But making dreams come true, because you were literally the first ever live viewer, I'd like to give you a coupon code literally just for you, so you can use it. Krabby Drabbin, thank you so much. Okay, Jay, yeah, she's so spoiled though. My husband's is like, she has you trained to do what she wants, and it's true. So welcome to Sewing Report Live. This is going to be a fun, chaotic, informative channel. And also, if you have any suggestions for people I should reach out to try to get booked live on the show, interview-wise, leave it down in the comments. I'd love to hear your suggestions. The only caveat is, and this might be a problem, they got to do it live. This is Sewing Report Live, so there will be nothing taped on this channel. Everything will be live. I do think it adds something with interviews too, or with like live guests, because then they can answer viewer questions and stuff like that. But let me know if you want, if you know, or if you're, you know, you got something going on and you want to see if you can get booked on this show. I'll definitely consider it if you got an interesting, but it needs to have an interesting angle, like not like just I want to be on the show, more like, you know, this is what I can bring to the table. So if you pitch me something in the comments, why, kind of explain why you would be an interesting guest on the show, and you have to, like, all the guests have to do it live. So that's my only caveat, is that it's got to be live. I will not do anything, you know, we're not going to pre-tape it and edit it. This has got to be a live interview or a live guest appearance. So let me know down below in the comments. Yes, spoiled. Yeah, she is so, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But thank you for joining me. Again, this has been an unboxing of my YouTube silver play button for 100,000 subscribers on a channel with basically no subscribers. So this totally happened. Thank you all for joining me, and if you're watching on the replay, thank you. Leave me a comment below, and subscribe if this all sounds up your alley and you're a little crazy too. I'm Jen with Sewing Report Live. I'll see you guys again in the next episode. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.